You might remember the Panama Canal from social studies class. So when they were first building it, the French started this project. And they would pour millions of dollars into the Panama Canal. Thousands of local people would start digging ditches. They'd make progress, and then tons of rain would come and it would completely flood the area, and thousands of people would die. And they couldn't figure out why this happened, so they would try again and again, and again they would lose millions of dollars and thousands of people would die. At this point, the French said, look, we've spent too much money, there's way too many people losing their lives, we're done with this project. And then an American corporation comes in, and a guy says, look, we're gonna educate the local populace on getting rid of still standing water. So they educated the local populace, so whenever somebody saw still standing water, they'd cover it, or they would make it running water. And what happened was they got rid of about 80–90% of the deaths. This is well before they knew that mosquitoes were actually causing and transmitting malaria. So again, they got rid of this, and now we have the Panama Canal because they got rid of still water. So ask yourself in your own life, are you still or running water? Whenever you're not in the greatest of mood, when you don't have the energy, it's usually because you've become still water. And we know what happens to still water in nature, right? It accumulates bacteria, it doesn't smell too great, mosquitoes come. Rarely do people want to take pictures with it, right? So same thing with the mind, and I notice this even when I go to the coffee shop. You know, I go to a local coffee shop at Beach Monkey, and I'm probably one of the only people that actually gets up every 30 minutes. I put an alarm clock. I get up, it resets my energy, it actually spikes up your gray matter, aka willpower. So again, ask yourself, are you still or running water? The ultimate red-blue pill breakthrough is most people think they're not in a good mood and they don't have energy, so they're not going to work out. But just like the Panama Canal story, it's because you're still water that you feel that way. So if you want to have energy, if you want to feel better, become running water. You know, there's lots of people that come to the gym, they have so much responsibility. They're juggling so many things. There's times when they're underslept, and they don't necessarily feel like coming to the gym. It's natural. But without exception, you know what they always say? You know what, Chris? I'm so glad I came. I feel so much better. And they feel so much better because they were still water and they became running water, okay? So again, movement comes first, emotions come second. Movement comes first, energy comes second. One of the biggest breakthroughs that really changed the game for me is when I stopped relying on my temporary emotions, right? Temporary emotions, they don't hold a promise to them. But a principle always delivers a promise. And that principle is move and things start to happen. Okay? So again, what I want from you is to have this breakthrough that you can change your emotional state, you can gain energy anytime at will. And it just takes movement. There's certain times where I snap out of it, boom, I'm moving quick, and there's other times where I'm literally start moving around. You see me do this, right? Yeah, I'm start moving around, and then I'm getting rid of that still water, okay? So again, if you're watching this right now, you're not in the greatest of mood, you don't have the energy, become running water. You don't have to go from 0 to 100. It's literally moving around, clapping your hands, whatever it takes. So again, I'll ask you again and again, are you running in still water? The choice is yours.